Hey everyone, Mitchell J, the Scaredy Cat Guide, bringing you another quick crypto video. So, yesterday I actually talked about Litecoin catching a bid and finally basically making a move higher after breaking out of this descending channel that it had been in. As you can see, boom, we got some follow through. We are just a few hours from this daily candle close, so unless something really sells off, it's looking pretty good. Also, you can see volume picked up compared to where it's been, so that's good. You want to see big body candle with some volume. So there's a few things to point out here. So basically, obviously, Litecoin trade got it done. Um, you know, paid out some money, and that's always a good thing. But let's kind of break down what happened. So the gold circle again is the bullish U-turn where I entered. Again, I have a core position that I trade around and I actively invest. This is a daily chart. Obviously, we're not making day trades. This trade took basically 10, 11 days to develop. So what we had was Litecoin pullback. It gave us the bullish U-turn pattern. We got the entry signal, and you were getting, essentially I got in at the open of this green candle after I got my reversal candle that completed the bullish U-turn pattern. So that was at basically 130, and my target is basically the next high, which around here, boom, about 190, 191. So 60 points, 61 points to the upside. All right, what's my downside? It's the bottom of this wick of the reversal candle. So that's it was basically like 100 even. So you're risking 30 to make a little over 60. That's at least 2 to 1. Like I said, 2 to 1 is the minimum that I look for when it comes to making any kind of trade or even investments for that matter. So met the 2 to 1 minimum. Boom, we got there. We got the big spike. I had a limit order in up around like 191 because the bottom line was so many times these things make moves overnight while we're asleep in the U.S. and you end up missing out on the trade or the profit. So granted, now it's up at 208. Am I disappointed? No, not at all, because that was just a piece of the core position I have in Litecoin. And again, the trade was get in at 130, get out at 190, 2 to 1 on my risk reward, boom, make the money. Wasn't a ton of coins. It was about 5 coins out of my overall position that I added to. So I still have my core position in Litecoin and took profits when they were there. And this is essentially what I do in terms of trading around positions and position trading. And when I teach charting patterns and investing principles, this is how I go about it. And I set out to make a trade based off this bottom, and I stuck with it. So I'm more than happy with taking off the coins where I did. It made money it was supposed to make. Now, let's look at a few key things. Now, relative strength is a thing, and I talked about how Litecoin was acting better than Bitcoin. So remember, we pulled back, we bounced off the 200-day moving average, got back up to the top of this channel, pull back again, maintained the 200-day moving average, but also it made a higher low. It never breached the low of 100. So that's positive. That's not something Bitcoin did. And sure enough, what's pushing already? Well, Bitcoin's still trying to gather itself. Bitcoin finally got over 9K, which is good. We'll see if we get some good follow through. Obviously, anything can happen in the coming hours, coming day. But as of this video right now, that is the scenario. So Litecoin broke out, got out of the descending channel, basically, got out and kind of just rode it, tested it, and then bounced off of it. So this is all positive things we're seeing from Litecoin in regard to the price action, and also that, yet again, an example of how relative strength is real. Litecoin acting better than Bitcoin. Litecoin's the one going up. It's the same thing with Ethereum back around the Christmas holidays. Ethereum was going sideways while the whole market was selling off. What happened? Ethereum ended up skyrocketing when we got any kind of bounce in the crypto market. So just remember these things. These are the tools and principles that I essentially use to make money in crypto. And again, I'm not day trading. I'm actively investing or position trading, if you want to call it that. I mean, we're looking at a daily chart, and again, this was one transaction over the course of about 10 days or so that I made around my existing core position that I hold for the long term. So that is it really for this video. Take a quick look at Bitcoin. So you see I said Bitcoin, it's at 92. It's basically, right at this last little top. Ideally, we're looking for it to get to like 11.5 because that's the prior top. Again, as long as it holds the 200-day moving average and essentially stays above this long-term trend line, then, that is considered positive. And I will, I'm not negative on Bitcoin. So hopefully we can get some real follow through. But in the meantime, it's kind of just consolidating. Um, Also, for anyone that's completely new to crypto, I created a free ebook, basically a guide to understanding Bitcoin and the blockchain more importantly, which is the technology that essentially is behind Bitcoin and every other crypto. It's called Scaredy Cat Guide to Knowing What the Heck Bitcoin is. So I will put a link in the video notes to that if you're just starting off and you want to understand essentially how to even, buy and sell Bitcoin, how to store it, what a wallet is, the different types of wallets, all that good stuff. There's plenty of resources in there and links to help you out. So feel free to check it out if you're just really getting into crypto and trying to understand how it all works and why the technology is so innovative and essentially will be like a technological revolution in the way that the internet was. So I'll put that in the notes of the video and I will see you on the next one.